Hi, I'm Tyler from ZipGrow, and today we're going to go over the propagation of new seedlings and the science behind optimal germination and production of healthy seedlings for your farm. For today's video, we will be primarily looking at the propagation from seed, though propagation can cover starting plants from cuttings or even in vitro through processes such as tissue culture. Different species can have different requirements to begin the process of germination, such as a period of warm, a period of cold, as well as light versus dark conditions. This is often referred to as stratification, or the process of treating the seed with natural conditions that will induce germination. A great example of this is rosemary, which has a significant boost in germination after a period of 2 to 4 weeks in the fridge before being placed under grow lights. This period of cold triggers biochemical reactions in the seed that induce germination through the release of hormones such as abscisic acid and gibberellin. Germination rate can also sometimes be increased through a process called scarification. This is the process of altering a tough seed coat to allow water to have more access to the actual seed. Often seed coats on crops like cilantro need to be crushed or nicked with nail clippers or a file to induce germination. Otherwise, the seeds do not take up water at the same rate, and you'll end up with inconsistent germination. After scarifying or stratifying the seed if needed, we often use a germination chamber to create a warm and humid and often dark environment that helps speed up the germination process. Most species benefit from germinating in darkness, then being moved to light once the first root, which is often referred to as the radicle, has broken through the seed coat. It is important to note that some species actually prefer germination under light conditions, and it's best to germinate these beneath grow lights with a humidity dome to keep them moist. Now we will look at planting the seeds. We like to use a pre-formed peat plug containing a dibble or small hole that the seed can be placed in. This helps increase the surface area of the moist substrate on the seed and protect the seed from light, as well as drying out. When seeding high-density crops such as lettuce mixes, we simply sprinkle 10 to 20 seeds around the dibble on the plug surface. With peat plugs, we find 2 to 3 irrigation events per day is best to keep the plug moist, but allow time for the roots to dry between waterings and discourage algae and fungus gnats. In most cases, seedlings require very little to no fertilizer until the first set of true leaves develops. The first set of leaves are referred to as cotyledons, whereas the first true leaves come after this. At this point, the plant is no longer relying on internal energy reserves and requires a small amount of fertilizer to help boost root and shoot growth. It's recommended an EC level of 0.6 to 1.0 for seedling irrigation water with a general purpose hydroponic fertilizer such as a liquid start fertilizer or an A and B mix at about half the bottle's recommended dosage. Seedlings can be transplanted once the roots of the plant have reached the bottom of the plug and can be in good contact with either your wicking strip or whatever substrate you're using. Planting too soon can stunt the growth of the seedling and delay your crop, and planting too late may encourage root diseases and root girdling. Normally the roots are sufficient when the second set of true leaves appears on the plant. Now we have some healthy seedlings and we're ready to transplant and ready to grow. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like, subscribe, and comment suggestions on future videos below. Thanks.